What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Buy, Sell, Collect, Repeat. My name is Dennis, and today we're going to talk about a score that I made probably a little over a month ago. And this was a really great $270 score of anime, some anime action figures, and video game stuff that actually was kind of the thing that pushed me in more in the direction of starting my eBay channel. And if it's your first time seeing me on YouTube, that is what my channel is about. I've a reseller here in Toronto, and I recently decided to start a full-on eBay store and really get a lot of the inventory that I've acquired over the last few months out there and stop using Facebook Marketplace for my reselling. Pretty excited because I've just learned how to do some video editing. I've been trying to get this particular video out for a few times now and been having problems with being new to YouTube, and GoPros and all of this stuff is pretty new to me, so it's a bit of a learning curve. But I figured out how to do some video editing, and I'm excited to get this video out to you guys as soon as possible. For those of you that did see my first video, I apologize. I did learn very quickly that it's important to ensure that your volume control is very good before you upload your video. So I'm going to make sure that everything's on the up and up before I put something back out there again. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button and the like button down below if you like what my channel is about. I'm going to try to bring you some cool stuff. My main focus is in things like collectibles, video games, action figures, records, and things like that. I've been a record collector most of my life, which has mainly been my main thing over the years. So we will definitely be talking about records on this channel as well. I have a pretty cool collection. I definitely want to share some stuff with you guys that I have there. Yeah, so let's get into today's video, this $270 score that I got about a month or so ago. So how I came about this whole little score that I got was this listing for this figure here. This is a Gungrave anime show, and this figure is called Beyond the Grave. They had him listed for 20 bucks, and I knew that he was definitely worth a lot more than that. So I messaged the person that was selling it, and they were like, yeah, well, we're moving out of the country. We have a whole bunch of really collectible stuff to sell, so if you're interested, why don't you come on by? So I ended up going on by and buying a few boxes of things, starting with all of this stuff, which is not stuff that I intended to buy at the beginning, but he offered me all of the things that you see here for 30 bucks. So I couldn't really pass it up. I don't really deal in DVDs or anything like that, but he had some cool stuff going here. So first of all, he had the Matrix series. He had 1, 2, and 3, as well as Animatrix with the soundtrack. It's a special one with the soundtrack in it. Matrix Revisited. Got a special edition of Memento 2-disc edition with this cool fold-out medical style book thing. Leon the Professional, Schindler's List, and Casablanca. Fun fact, I've never actually seen Casablanca, so I plan on watching that soon. Tell me what you guys think about Casablanca down in the comments below. There was also some Japanese action movies, stuff that I'm not really familiar with. But these are straight out of Japan. The guy lived in Japan for years, which is where he got a lot of this stuff. So we've got Musa the Warrior, Returner, this one called The Foliage, Tokyo Raiders, Shaolin Soccer, Shiri, and So Close, and Princess Blade. So there was also some CDs in there, something also I don't really plan to mess too much with, but we had the Matrix soundtracks, all of those, as well as the one at the Animatrix, of course. Red Hot Chili Peppers Greatest Hits and Videos, which is a DVD CD set. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black, Nirvana, Jay-Z, Linkin Park, DVD, CD, Bob Marley, Franz Ferdinand, Linkin Park, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Erykah Badu. This Linkin Park was another DVD, CD. I think I'll probably just list these as a bulk CD lot on eBay to get rid of them. There's also this Bruce Lee stuff. He was big into martial arts. There's this Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do DVD that's out of Japan as well. I haven't watched this yet. Enter the Dragon, which I just watched the other day. And then a Bruce Lee Master Collection box set, which has 5 movies in it. So there you go. Haven't listed any of this stuff really yet, so probably gonna get around to doing stuff like that tomorrow. We got getting into the anime stuff. He had Samurai X, the motion picture, as well as Samurai X, the collection, which is a 3 DVD collection. And all of this stuff, like everything here, the discs and everything are in perfect condition. He kept great shape, great condition of his stuff. Nadia Collection 1, Nadia Collection 2. I'm not into anime, guys. Tell me which of this stuff I should watch, because I never really got into this kind of stuff. I know it's popular, though. Gungrave, 3 DVD set here. A whole bunch of random anime. I don't know if you guys can hopefully see it in here. We got Technolize, Tokyo Godfathers, Memories by Katsushiro Otomo, Millennium Actress, Versus, Armitage 3, Voices of a Distant Star, a bunch of Crump dancing videos, Saikano Collection, Dragon Ball Z, the Broly Super Legend, and Blue Seed Collection. Call it Perfect Collection, I think. So yeah, a bunch of decent anime there. Again, probably thinking about bulking some of this stuff out just in a lot. Then we have this GTO collection. GTO Great Teacher Onizuka. This is actually a double because I have collection 1 and 2 here as well for the GTO series. Hopefully you guys can see that all right. But sorry about the light in my apartment. It's not that great. So yeah, GTO collection. All in perfect shape. And then there was also this really cool Tarantino collection, which I'd actually never seen before. It's a bunch of movies. We've got everything from True Romance. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. True Romance, Pulp Fiction. Got Jackie Brown, Reservoir Dogs. I think that's Jackie Brown. Kill Bill, 1 and 2. There's Death Proof and Inglourious Bastards with 2 bonus discs in there as well. So that's pretty neat. I'll probably end up keeping that for myself because I love Tarantino. And then we got these model kits. So the DVDs, all the DVD stuff was $20, and then I paid $10 for these 2 models. This is Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind. Mo with Nausicaa by Studio Ghibli and Bandai. These are brand new in the box. They're open, but everything in here is still sealed. See if I can get one open with one hand. Oh, there we go. Yeah, everything's still in the packaging, and the instructions are in there. So $5 each on these. I got the Ohm with Nausicaa as well. Also brand new. So yeah, that's what I got there for the $30, and then there is more, so I will be back in just a second with all the next stuff. Oh, I actually forgot to mention the Evangelion box set. I've had on eBay for $125 plus shipping, and it's funny because I've had it up there for maybe 2 weeks, and of all the items on my eBay store, it's been viewed like close to 800 times, like crazy amount of views. compared to all the other items that I have on there. And today I got a message from someone, and he's like, "Hey, he's like, I'm confused. Are you selling an Evangelion box set or a Bruce Lee box set?" So it turned out, I didn't notice. It turned out I had a picture of the Bruce Lee box set up for my Evangelion ad. So I thanked him and changed the picture right away. And within 5 minutes, I had an offer for $85. So I figured it was the guy that messaged me. And then 10 minutes later, the guy that told me about the picture being a mistake messaged me and said, "Oh, great, I see you changed the picture. I'll send you an offer in a few minutes." And he ended up sending me an offer for $100. So I accepted his offer. It turns out that he lives here in Ontario, so shipping won't be too bad. And I'm going to throw in the Evangelion end of Evangelion movie for him as well for $100. That being said, like I said, $270 is what I paid for this stuff. I've already made my money back well before selling this Evangelion box set, which I will break down for you guys at the end of the video. Okay, next up is this tub right here, which I've already filled back with all the DVDs and things like this. But this tub was also part of the $270 deal that was full of anime figures, action figures and stuff like that. So I've actually sold a lot of the stuff. That's how I made a lot of the money back on this deal so far, is just by selling. I think I sold 11 things to make my money back. And again, I'll run through what those things were. I still have pictures of them, and I'll try to insert them in the video if I can figure that part out. I'm not that good at video editing yet, so we'll see what happens there. So right here, I've laid out what's left of the figures that I got from the whole deal. Starting on the left over here with this 12-inch Vash the Stampede black outfit variant. There is this guy here, that's Hattori Hanzo. We've got a bike in here, missing his arm, but I have the arm. I just got to figure out how to jam it back in there. I don't really know much about him, though, so if anybody knows anything about this particular figure or what he's from, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. This is another one as well. I don't know who this guy is right here, this samurai. But I like him a lot. He's really cool. I had Imgur help me figure out who a lot of the characters were that I didn't know. But he was the one that nobody came up with anything on. So we've got the Mandarin Spawn variant from Spawn Unleashed, I think it is. He's really cool. Really detailed. I do have all their accessories and weapons and things like that as well. Those are all over here in these bags. There's all the accessories and stands and things like that. I just didn't take the time to set them all up. So we've got some she spawns right here. Oh god, this camera works terrible. We've got the manga spawn, she spawn there, and then Spawn Unleashed. We've got Galhound. This girl, who I have no idea who she is, I forget. Somebody told me, but this guy I don't know as well. So if anybody knows who any of these are in the comments, let me know. There were some smalls in here as well. We got a little samurai guy here. This guy. A couple little smalls. Got some Naruto keychains, which are kind of neat. They all have little charms on them. This angry guy. I forget who he's from. Someone told me, but I have it written down somewhere. Vampire Hunter D. We've got Blue Mary, who has a stand. I just don't have her set up properly. Another Vash the Stampede from the Trigun series, I guess. And this other guy from the Trigun series, who I can't remember his name, but this cross here is his big gun. I I actually broke his foot when I was trying to set him up, so I was a little disappointed with myself with that because he's worth a few bucks even loose, but not with a broken foot. So yeah, that's what's left of all of the figures for now. I paid $150 for the whole crate, and there were taking up a good portion of the crate was this massive Sentinel from the Matrix series, that machine with all the tentacles. That was in there. There was another play set from the Mandalorian, or whatever his name was, his Chateau play set, and a few other play sets. I think 5 Matrix play sets I sold for $80 just to get rid of them. They were took up a lot of space, and I just wanted to get them gone. Plus, they had a lot of broken parts and things like that, like just little things on the accessories that were broken, and I just wanted to get those gone. I sold a Naruto that I paid $10 for $40. What else here? I got it written down. I sold a Half-Life 2 PC version for $15. I sold a Mezco Scarface figure for $40, like Tony Montana from the Scarface movies. I sold a Street Fighter, 2 Street Fighter figures, Ryu and Sagat, for $30 for the pair. I sold Spawn from Spawn Unleashed version for $25. There was also a Batman with a Batpod, the really nice 12-inch die-cast Bandai version. I sold to my neighbor for $75 because he really wanted it. Take care of it, Luke. I sold 4 of the small samurai figures, like this guy here, Rokugan or something like that. $20 for those guys. And then I had him included in a previous part of the video when I tried to film this, but from Evangelion, there's these robots called Evas, and I had 7 of those. The guy was really into them. They were Revoltech versions, the toy maker Revoltech, so they were really nice ones. I ended up selling all the Evangelion toys to one guy for $120. So yeah, that's that part, and now we'll get to the very last part of what came with my $270 score, my favorite part. I almost forgot to show you guys the gigantic Johnny Depp. This was in there as well. So this is a NECA, the toy maker NECA, 18-inch, very detailed Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. His hat flips off. He's got a gun that comes out of there, and he can hold the gun. He's got a sword that comes out of the sheath, and I thought, honestly, I think this is one of my favorite parts right here, is this little tiny compass. It's so detailed. Just love it. But anyway, he's actually he talks. He says like 4 or 6 different sayings from Pirates of the Caribbean in Johnny Depp's voice. But I don't have any batteries in him right now. He's motion activated, so if you just like walk in front of him, he starts jabbering. So, funny thing about him though, I've had him listed on Facebook Marketplace since I got the whole thing for like $35, and nobody's even bothered to grab him. So I guess Johnny Depp's just not popular anymore. All right, guys, let's get to the last of what was with this whole score. And as you can see, this was a good part. Everything here cost me $60. I couldn't believe it when she sent me the picture and said you can have this whole box here for $60. So what did I get? I got a Nintendo limited edition Platinum GameCube, still in the box. I mean, literally brand new. This thing's a time capsule. He kept everything in pristine condition to the point where I think maybe he bought it, played it a little bit, and then put it in a closet and forgot about it for 20-something years. But even the blue plastic bags for the cords and everything, it's absolutely flawless. I'm not going to pull it all out, but it does work. I have set it up and played some of the games that came with it. So I may even keep it just to test GameCube games in the future. It's not really all that fun of a system to play. I tried playing a couple of the Resident Evil games, and they don't play so well in this day and age. It also came with 3 extra controllers. There's 1 platinum in there, and then 2 more platinums and an orange controller. It came with Half-Life 2 as well as the orange box, which is Half-Life 2, Portal, and Team Fortress 2. And then the Nintendo GameCube games, minus 2 that I've already sold. There's Metroid Prime, sorry, Splinter Cell, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil, the original one, and Resident Evil 4, which I haven't tested yet, but I want to play this one. Hopefully it plays better than the other Resident Evil games, because they were terrible. Also in the box was this PSP, which, again, another time capsule. I think he bought it, played it a little bit, put it in a closet, and it never saw the light of day again. Works perfectly. The battery is dead on it. He put a screen protector on it, and it's just in perfect shape. All the instructions and everything are still in here. Again, I'm not going to pull everything out, but it's all wrapped up. It's still in there, in perfect shape. I have it on eBay right now. I told a potential buyer that I would replace the battery if they buy it. So this is the actual first release of the PSP. This is the Japanese version of the 1000K. So you can see the Japanese. So he bought this in Japan, I guess, when he was living there with all the other stuff. And with it came a bunch of Japanese release games. So we've got Bleach, which is part 1 to a series, I believe. All in Japanese. I tested the games when I tested the PlayStation, but I couldn't actually play the games because trying to navigate past the menus proved to be pretty difficult. We've got Underground Rivals, Need for Speed. Again, all in Japanese. So yeah, I tried to get through the menus and I couldn't figure out what they were saying. It just bounced around. Tekken Dark Resurrection. We've got Burnout Legends. Love this game. Rengoku, The Stairway to Heaven. Also Japanese again. And then Metal Gear Acid. So that came with the PSP as well. And then another case with some Japanese button accessories. Like, pretty cool, I guess. There's some other accessories in here. There's a cloth for cleaning it, and the volume control and the headphones are in there. So yeah, $60 for all of this. And again, I sold the 2 GameCube games for 60 and 70 and $60. So there you go. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked checking out what I picked off from this particular collection. I got another video coming up of some other great video game score that I got from a friend of mine that I'm sure any of you who are interested in vintage video games will definitely appreciate. Like, just a quick recap on this $270 score. As of right now, I've sold $690 worth of stuff, so $420 profit over what I paid for it so far. And again, a lot of it I don't really even have listed on eBay yet. I don't have any of the action figures except for the Beyond the Grave listed right now. I haven't listed any of the loose individual ones, which I'll probably do this weekend. I haven't listed any of the individual video games for the GameCube or the PSP yet. I do have the PSP listed, but I haven't listed the GameCube because, like I said, I'll probably keep it. And then a lot of the DVDs, I got to put that, you know, the guy reminded me today that I don't even have that Bruce Lee box set listed on eBay yet, so I got to get that up there. And a lot of the DVDs, sets, the GTO anime set, and all of that stuff. So hopefully it'll be at least another few $100s or more out of this, what I've got left here. and squirrel some of it aside so that when we are eventually able to do some more sourcing for stuff like this, I'll have money from this deal to buy more cool stuff. So again, thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button below. Please subscribe. It helps me grow the channel, and it'll also let you know when I have new videos coming out. I may even start working on a new video tonight, since I finally know how to get this whole thing done. So again, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves out there, and I'll see you in the next one.